Hi everyone. I hope all of you are doing well and preparing with the best of your potential for the upcoming CMAT examination. Okay. Now, in this video, we'll solve the actual questions which has come on probability. Now, if you ask me what is the probability of coming probability-based questions in CMAT, it's going to be quite less. But whatever questions may come up, hardly it's in the range of a minimum of one to a maximum of two questions which you can expect. And one or two questions which comes on this topic of probability, they are not so difficult questions to tackle. They're quite easy, provided your basic concepts of permutation combination is well sorted. So we'll see all the topic-based questions on this section of video that we have made for you. At the same time, people who are looking forward for some exclusive help on the CMAT CD preparation, please check the important updates and the listed courses on the MBAP Education main website, where all the course has been curated by top JVIMS alumni, whether it is in the form of self-paced courses or the live courses that we are taking. Okay. And the student dashboard is like full of driven content which is specific to your CT and CMAT itself. On this note, let's quickly start with the actual questions which has come in CMAT on the topic of probability. Here we go live with the first question that we have got in the year, which came in the year 2021 of the topic of probability. Though the question may look lengthy, but it is not going to be difficult at all. Let's state it well. What is the question saying? The question says, during the next year, the probability that company A releases a mobile is zero point 0.7. The probability that mobile uh, is success, given that it has been released by the same company A, is zero point 0.8. Okay, so there are two things. One, the probability of release, and second is probability of success has been given to you. Then the probability that the mobile is success and released by company B together is 0.28. So on one side, there are two events. One is probability is being released by company A and the overall probability of success is 0.8. On the second hand, the probability of release and success combined together is 0.8 has been given to you. Next, a mobile released by either company A or company B during the next 1 year is called a success. The question is, find the probability that it is being released by company A. So what do we have got? We have to see the overall probability of the mobile getting released next year by either A or B together, either A or B, and we have to find that the probability is being coming out of company A. Okay, we'll go linearly, we'll go step by step to solve it in a better way. Let's start with the first sentence, what they have given you. What is the probability that the mobile will be released by company A? So we have got probability of release by A. That's been given to you as 0.7. At the same time, probability of success, probability of success has also been given to you as 0.8, 0.80. So we are looking at the probability of release and success by company A. I repeat, we are looking at probability of release and success by company A. That's nothing but 0.7 into 0.8, which will be 0.56, right? Which is 0.56. So release and success both happening from A has been given to you as 0.56. Similarly, it's been given to you for B. The probability of release and success both by B has been given to you as 0.8. So what is the total probability of A and B, A or B? What is the total probability of success for A or B? It's nothing but 0.56 plus 0.28, right? And the sum total of it will become 0.84. So this is the overall outcome that we have got, which is 0.84, right? We are looking at the expected outcome for us, which is basically for A. For A, the probability of success and success both is 0.56. So the final answer will be 56 upon 84. If you look at the option, which option is closest or exactly similar, it's 2 by 3. That's my answer. So in the first case, you've got probability of release by A, probability of success. So we found out what is the overall probability of success and release given by A, which came out to be as 0.56. For B, it was already been given to me. So I have taken the sum of both, which is the overall outcome, probability of total success and release from A or B, which is 0.56 plus 0.28, which is 0.84. Out of 0.84, the probability of success and release by A has been given to you as 0.56, so my answer would be 56 upon 84. And the answer for the given question would be 2 by 3. I hope this has been understood by all of you. If this is understood, let's move on to the next question. Okay. Have a look at this question. This is CMAT 2020 question. The question says, brother and sister both appear for an interview. I repeat, brother and sister both appear for an interview. The probability of selection of brother is 1 by 8. The probability of rejection of sister is 4 by 5. What is the probability that only one of them is selected? So it's like you have to find the success of B, brother, rejection of sister, or selection of sister, and rejection of brother, right? These are the cases that we have to find out. It's quite a simple question that we have got. Again, we will go step by step. What is the first point what they have given you? What is the probability of selection of brother? So my brother's selection probability has been given to me as 1 by 8. So certainly, probability of brother's rejection will be 1 minus 1 by 8, which will be 7 by 8. Similarly, probability of sister's selection has been given to me as 1 by 5, which is 1 minus 4 by 5. And probability of sister's rejection has been stated in the question, which is 4 by 5, right? So what do we have to find? We have to find probability that one of them gets selected. One of them gets selected. Possibly, let's start with first brother getting selected. Brother getting selected is 1 by 8 multiplied by sister not getting selected, which is rejected, which will be 4 by 5. Or vice versa, probability that sister getting selected is 1 by 5 and brother getting rejected, which will be 7 by 8. Clear? So it's 4 upon 40 plus 7 upon 40. So the total probability of this event to happen will be 11 upon 40, right? Quite an easy question. You have solved it really well. So it's just the case. Don't underrate any of the statement or sentence. Take it step by step and you will be able to find the answer really very well. You can pause this video and see it once again in the given set of video that we have made. Clear? If this is clear, let's take slightly a bigger question that we have got, which came in the year 2019 of CMAT exam. The question says, a management institute has 6 senior professors and 4 junior professors. 3 professors are selected at random for a government project. The probability that at least one of the junior professor would get selected. So you got a minimum of 1 professor who has to select it among juniors to a maximum of 3 what you can select, right? That's the total number of outcomes that you ought to measure. Okay. We also know what is the probability. So probability is like expected number of events happening divided by total number of events which you can get in the given sample set. Clear? Let's start with the total number of outcomes that we can expect. The total outcome could be anything, right? So you've got a total of 6 plus 4, 10 people which are there in the committee, and you got to select 3. So my total outcome will be basically 10C3, and the value of 10C3 will be 120. So my total number of ways basically in this question will be 120. Now you got to take all those cases where you have got the case of selecting at least 1 junior professor. 1 junior professor, right? But let's see how many junior professors we have got. In the given case, you have got 4 junior professors and there are 6 senior professors that we have got. Clear? Let's start with the first case that we have got. My first case possibly could be like selecting 1 junior and then we can select 2 seniors that we have got. Okay, 2 seniors. So 1 junior out of 4 will be selected in how many ways? It can be selected in 4C1 ways. And you've got 6 seniors, you've got to select 2 of them. So it can be taken out in 62 ways. That's possibly my case number 1. Case number 2 is those cases where you are selecting 2 juniors and you are selecting 1 senior. In how many ways can you do it? This time it's going to be 4C2 into 61. And the last case which I can see is selecting all the 3 juniors and 0 seniors. Clear? Now, since there's no sample which you've got to select out of seniors, all the 3 juniors have to be selected out of 4. So my answer will be 4C, 3. So my total number of expected outcome which I'm looking at will be 4C1 into 62 plus 4C2 into 61 plus 4C3, which basically will be 4 into 15 plus 6 into 6 plus 4C1, 4C1 or 4C3 will be basically 4. What is the total outcome? So 60, 36 and 4, a total of 100 of them. Clear? Now the overall probability that we are looking at is what? This is probability of outcome which I'm looking at, which are 100 ways, divided by total number of outcomes, which is 120. So my final answer will be 10 upon 12, which will be 5 upon 6. What answer correlates? This is option number C. So if you go linearly, if you go systematically, it's not going to be a difficult question for you to crack it, whatsoever the difficulty level of these questions may be up to. I hope this question, all of you have understood it really well. Cool. Moving ahead, let's see some of the more questions which has come on probability. Next question. This is 2019 question of CMAT. What is the probability of drawing a king or a heart from a deck of cards? A deck has got 52 cards, which all of you know. Now you are looking at what? A probability of drawing a king or a heart. We know they're not mutually exclusive events, so there would be an overlap. So we know probability of A or B happening is basically sum of probability of A plus probability of B minus the intersection of A and B happening together, right? Similarly, we are looking at the probability of king or heart. We are looking at king or heart. The probability of king or heart happening would be what? Check the probability of king getting selected, check the probability of heart getting selected, and then probability of the king, which is basically from heart, have to be subtracted. Clear? We also know a deck contains 52 cards, out of which how many kings do we have got? There are 4 kings. And now how many hearts do we have got? There are 13 hearts. And how many king of heart will be available? There's only one of it. There's only one of it. Clear? So again, we can do it in the same expression that we have mentioned, right? Now this is not going to be difficult. So first find out the probability of king getting selected. The total number of cards that we know is basically 52. And 4 of them are basically king. So the probability of selecting king will be 4 upon 52. Similarly, heart, if you look into, there are 52 cards in a deck, and there are 13 of them are basically heart. And probability of king and heart getting selected, or let's say king of heart getting selected, will be basically 1 upon 52. Will be basically 1 upon 52. So 13 plus 4 will become 17, minus 1 will become 16 of 52, the required probability that we have got. Clear? So 4 is 16, 4 13 is 52. So my final answer of this probability of king or heart getting selected will be 4 upon 13. And that's my option number D. Very well you have tackled this question also. Not a difficult question for you to crack it. Not to crack it. Okay. Moving ahead, let's see the last question. Came in the year 2018. The question says, what is the probability of getting a 9 or a 10 in a single throw of 2 dice? So there are 2 events happening. One, obviously 2 dice have been rolled. 2 dice have been rolled. On one case, you need a sum total of 9. On the second case, you need a sum total of 10, right? When 2 dice are rolled, what is the total sample space? My total sample space will basically be 6 on one and 6 on other, a total of 36 samples which can come out. Clear? Let's have a look at the possible cases. You've got dice 1 and you've got dice 2 here. Dice 1 and dice 2 coming here. Let's start with 9. In how many ways can you get 9? One case will be 3, 6. Similarly, the second case will be 6, 3. Then comes 4, 5. And certainly we will have also 5, 4. So in total, how many expected outcomes can we see? There are 4 cases possible. Similarly, if you go with the sum total of 10, which you have to find, one of the case will be 4, 6, next case will be 6, 4, and the last case will be 5, 5. So a sum total of 3 cases, which is possible. So what is the total expected cases, which I can see here? 4 here and 3 here, a total of 7 cases, which can be taken out. Clear? And in a way that you get either 9 or 10. But the total sample space will basically be 36 that we have found out initially. So my total answer of the probability of getting either a 9 or a 10 in a single throw of 2 dice will basically be 7 upon 36, and that's option number B. I hope even this answer is clearly understood to all of you. So as what we have seen, probability-based questions is not going to be difficult at all, provided your basic concepts of permutation combination is clear. You have solved previous year questions of the CMAT examination well. It's not going to be difficult for you to crack these questions which comes up in this examination. Clear? On this note, you can keep watching the other videos that we have uploaded on the same platform of YouTube under the channel name of MBAP to see and seek help of the other topics and the examination that you guys are looking at. Cool. Do not forget to subscribe to the given channel. If at all you have got any feedback for us, you can contact to any of the numbers that we have uploaded and updated here on the channel. Thank you so very much, and I wish you all the best.